Good morning, Joseph Gallagher. Good morning, students, families, colleagues. This is Miss Such here. I'm really happy to be here with you this morning. As we always start our Facebook Live, I want to say that I'm wishing you all well, hoping everyone is staying safe, staying healthy, staying home, staying with your families, and following all of the guidelines that we have to still be following right now. Like I said, I'm really happy to be here today, and I'm going to be reading a book that is called Quincy's Dream. So Quincy's Dream is a book from the Little Einstein series. Some of you may know that the Little Einsteins is from the Disney Channel. So my daughter Caitlin used to love watching the Little Einsteins when she was about 2 years old, and she's 14 now, about to be 15. So this was many years ago, but the Little Einsteins were really popular, and it's about a group of friends who get to go on amazing, exciting adventures all around the world and learn about all different cultures and really use their imagination. So this story is, let me say that the author is Marcy Kellman, and the book is illustrated by Kirk Albert Etienne. And so in this book, we learn that Quincy has a struggle, and he learns how to use his imagination with the help of his friends to solve his problem that he's having. And to feel better. So let's get started. I'm going to adjust the screen because I want you guys to really be able to see the pictures really well. So I'm going to set the book up over here, and I'm going to switch my screen so that you can, let me see the book and see the illustrations really nicely. Okay, so the Little Einsteins met in the clubhouse after school one day to talk about their upcoming mission to Arizona. Everyone was excited. Well, everyone except for Quincy. He was pretty quiet. "Are you daydreaming, Quincy?" teased Annie. Quincy yawned. "Did you say something, Annie?" "Oh boy," laughed June. "Are you feeling okay today, Quincy?" "I was wondering the same thing," Leo said, chuckling. "This is the first time you sat through a team meeting without cracking a single joke." "Sorry, guys," Quincy said, blushing. "I'm just really, really tired because, well, it's kind of embarrassing. You guys might laugh." "We promise we won't laugh," Annie said, patting Quincy on the shoulder. "You can tell us anything," June added. "You don't ever have to be embarrassed in front of us." "We're your friends," said Leo. "We're here to listen and help you if we can." Quincy knew he'd feel much better once he told his friends what was bothering him. "You see, I had this scary dream the other night, and now I'm afraid to go back to sleep," Quincy said, sighing and looking down at the ground. "I used to think that I was really brave, but now I just feel, well, silly." "But you are brave, Quincy," exclaimed Annie. "Brave and silly." June joked. "That's what we love about you. Besides, I'm sure even the bravest knight in the world has a scary dream every now and then," said Leo. "We all have them." Quincy was relieved to hear that he wasn't alone. "But what should I do if I have another bad dream?" "Do what I do," offered June. "Use your imagination to change what happens in your dream." "How does that work?" Annie wondered. "Well, if I have a dream about a big, scary tiger, I just use my imagination to turn him into a cuddly orange kitten," explained June. "You can change your dream into anything you want it to be," agreed Leo. "Anything's possible when you use your imagination." It was getting late, so the Little Einsteins headed to Arizona. Soon after completing their mission, Annie spotted something she thought could help Quincy. "A dream catcher," she shouted. We can use it to catch your bad dream, Quincy. Quincy was puzzled. That's a dream catcher? It looks kind of like a spider web with feathers hanging from it. Some Native American tribes believe that if you hang a dream catcher over your bed, you can trap your bad dreams in its web, explained June. I've got a plan, exclaimed Leo. Catch your bad dream in this dream catcher tonight, Quincy, and then bring it to the clubhouse tomorrow. The next morning, Quincy brought the dream catcher to the clubhouse. Leo revealed his plan to the team. With Rocket's help, they were all going to jump into Quincy's bad dream and show him how to change the ending. Quincy was a bit nervous, but with his friends by his side, he knew there was nothing to be afraid of. After all, it was just a dream, and now he had the power to change it. Ready, team? Asked Quincy. Ready, they shouted. The team landed in Quincy's dream. He was dreaming that a famous painting by artist Max Ernst had come to life. Yikes, gasped Annie. It's a monster. Hey, you can't say I didn't warn you, Quincy said. Okay, now it's time to put our imaginations to work, June said to the team. Everyone concentrate on the monster and imagine that instead of stomping his feet in anger, he's actually dancing quite gracefully. Everybody shout, imagination transformation. The little Einsteins have these sayings that they use all the time. Suddenly, the angry monster transformed into a graceful ballerina from an Edgar Degas painting. We did it, shouted Leo. Ooh, let's dance with her, June said excitedly, leaping with the ballerina. Well, don't jump for joy just yet, cautioned Quincy. There's still a bridge we need to cross before we can exit this dream. Follow me. Before the team could cross the bridge and exit the dream, they had to pass scary hissing cobras. Quincy stood up tall and stared right at the snakes. This was just a dream, he thought, and he knew that he had the power to change it. Okay, team, time to use our imagination, said June. Actually, I think I'm ready to do this on my own, Quincy declared. I'll just imagine the snakes are something silly. Imagination transformation. You did it, shouted Leo. You turned the cobras into neckties. That's hilarious. Doing something brave and silly. Now that's the Quincy we know, said June. We are so proud of you. Quincy was proud of himself too. You were right, guys. When you use your imagination, anything is possible. Hooray, exclaimed Annie. I'm going to use my imagination to dream up a song about our day. We learned that in a scary dream, things aren't always what they seem. Our friend June, she had the answer. She turned the monster into a dancer. And then right before our eyes, Quincy's snakes turned into ties. Next time a dream gives you a fright, change the outcome to make it right. Mission completion. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that story about Quincy's dream. I think we learned and we're kind of reminded about some lessons with Quincy's dream. One thing is that it really helps to share your feelings. So if you're having any kind of scary feelings or worried feelings or nervous, it's helpful to talk about things just like Quincy did. So rather than holding everything inside and thinking he'd be embarrassed and that others would laugh at him, he found a way to share that with his friends, and they were so glad that he did, and they wanted to help him, and they did help him. The other thing is the power of your imagination. So sometimes when something seems a certain way, can seem overwhelming, we can use our thoughts and our creative ideas in our head to kind of take some of that power away and see things a little bit differently. Another thing that the book made me think about was, you know how Quincy had that dream catcher, and it was something that we don't know if they really catch dreams, but it was something that reminded him that there were people that cared about him, and that there was something he could see and look at that might be able to remind him that things are going to be okay. And so I was thinking about how when we're surrounded by things that make us feel better, it can kind of help when we're feeling sad or feeling worried. So if there's things that remind you of positive things that you've done, pictures or something special someone's giving you, make sure you have those things around to just kind of remind you of hope when we kind of get frustrated or worried being stuck at home all day. Or maybe if you see that somebody else is having kind of some of the scary or hard feelings, you can do something for them too, like draw a picture or send a nice text or maybe write a nice letter. You could do that for people in your family, for people that you care about, and all of those things can help make others feel better, just like Quincy's friends helped him feel better. So I hope you enjoyed that, and with that, I will send you on to your Thursday. Hopefully we'll see you all soon, and I wish you well. Bye-bye.